Well, this is the log section, and I feel compelled to do as much as I can of it. There's a couple that are very similar that I don't know that I need to do both of, but let's start with 37 and 38, just to see the similarities. We just looked at condensing or expanding, but this is condensing. We've got two logs on one side. If we're adding them together, we want to create a single logarithm. And what a lot of you do is you forget that when you combine them together and do that product thing, see, a lot of you are good at, oh yeah, it's 2x. But what I see very often is that you forget that it's still a log of 2x and it still has a base of 4. So when you combine these two things together, you still end up with a log base 4, but it's a 2x because the x and the 2 are combined by multiplication when you add the two logs together. It's equal to 2, okay, because that's the 2. At this point here, we are going to rewrite the equation, starting with our base, raising it to our power, setting it equal to that. It's the base to the power equals the argument. It's the 4 squared equals 2x. And now we're basically home free. 4 squared is 16. 16 equals 2x. Divide by 2 and you get x equals 8. Right. Same thing. Cruise on over here just slightly. It's a plus again. It's a product again. It's a 2 logs become 1 again thing. So this is a log base 2. That becomes x squared minus 6x. And it's equal to 4. Okay, the 4 doesn't change. We just did all the work over here to get the product of these two things to be a single logarithm. And then do the same thing. I did the swoosh kind of thing. This 2 to that power equals that. You got to start with your base. You got to raise it to that power, set it equal to this. 2 to the 4th equals x squared minus 6x. Now that, the way it is, you're going to need to move some stuff. 2 to the 4th power is 16, just like 4 squared is 16. So let's move that 16 to the other side. It shows up, whoops, like that. So now I've got a 0. This goes away to become a 0. This is factorable, usually is. Two numbers that multiply together to get negative 16, add together to get negative 6. That is an x minus 8, and that is an x plus 2 that multiply to get negative 16, add to get negative 6. Both of them are set equal to 0. You have one solution that's a negative 2. You have one solution that's a positive 8. You can't take the log of a negative number, so that eliminates that. We call it an extraneous solution, and the answer is 8.